All right. So thank you so much for joining us. This is our MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. This is Friday, December 4, and we're going to be here from 4 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. And we've got lots of people who are joining us right now, more people jumping in. We have 16 practitioners that are here. We're all going to be sharing about our work in just a few minutes to let you know what we're doing. Many of us have special pricing on our work today. We're going to answer some of your questions in an intuitive panel format. So a few of you will get questions answered for free from a number of us. And then for the next 3 hours, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, all the practitioners will be in breakout rooms. So we have a series of talks. We'll be announcing the talks throughout the evening. You can move around from room to room, however you want to. So throughout the fair, so you can go to many talks, you can talk to practitioners in more depth, a little bit more privacy at their booth and their breakout room. So there might just be a few people there with you, so you can ask questions about what their sessions are like, how you might be able to work on a particular topic with them, learn more about how their work happens. And then we have separate breakout rooms, just private session rooms, just for sessions. So if you'd like to work with a practitioner tonight, you can do so in private. And you can also schedule something for another time. I think all of our practitioners are happy to work with you at another time. So if you want, you can enjoy all the talks this evening. All right. I think what other basic things I should tell you. Zoom keeps updating. And if you've updated recently, you'll be able to move yourself from room to room during the fair. And if you haven't done it recently, we will move you. So we're going to do introductions. We'll do the intuitive panel. Along the way, during the intuitive panel, you might know where you want to well, actually, let me just say, if you right now, when you're in Zoom, if you're on a computer, on the bottom of your screen, you might see breakout rooms. I can't even see where my breakout rooms are. There we go. You might see breakout rooms. And if you can click on that and a big panel opens and you can hover to the right and see like join, or you see zeros that you can hover over and it says join, you're going to be able to move yourself. If you're on a phone, when you tap your phone, I think it's on the top left, you click breakout rooms. If you can see all this stuff, you can move yourself. If you can't, if you don't see a whole bunch of stuff come up, we'll be moving you. So during this first hour, if you know what practitioner you want to go see first, let us know. We will take notes. And then at 5 p.m., we will whoosh, move you into the room with that practitioner. So just so you know that that's coming. And by the way, I don't know that it's gone in the chat yet. I want to let you know that before you leave tonight, if you could fill out our feedback form and give us some feedback, we would deeply appreciate it. And if you leave us your contact info, we'll enter you into a drawing for a free 30-minute session with one of us of your choice. And probably one of my assistants is going to post that right now. If you have tech questions, we have a tech room. We've got a whole bunch of things all figured out for you. All right, well, let's maybe if you haven't recently, if you could just post the information in the chat on all the talks, that would be great. One of you, and then so you'll have. Oh yeah, okay. Oh great, yeah. So Arlene, if you go, by the way, everyone, if you go to jointhefair.com, which is probably how you got here, if you scroll further down on that website, you can see a flyer with all of the practitioners. The talks also are just starting to get posted in the chat. So if you know that you want to go to one of those talks when we split up at around 5 to 5:15 p.m., or if you know already which practitioner you want to go see, and if you click on participants, we almost all of us, I think, if trying to think of everybody, all the practitioners maybe that are in the fair, their name starts with P, so you can find us more easily in the group. If you know where you're going to want to go, you can let us know now and we will start taking notes and we will move you when we get to that 5 p.m. time. Yeah, so great. So Arlene, we know you're going to be, we're going to be moving you. All right, sweet. Well, let's have our practitioners start introducing themselves. Oh, and maybe just a couple things of background. We have been doing these events for over 6 years. I'm so excited to continue to do them with you throughout the whole discovery that the world is going through right now. So thank you so much for joining us online and helping us continue to have this community be thriving. It's lovely for us and we're thrilled to be here with you. All right, so practitioners, I will call you off. Let's see. So tonight we're going to be starting off. And yeah, practitioners, go ahead and take, I think it's about a minute to share about what you do. So we'll have Anya share, and then is Amanda M here? I can't tell who's all here yet. And then Amanda R, and then Amber. All right. So Anya, Amanda M, Amanda R, and then Amber. Go ahead, Anya.
Hi, my name is Anya. I have been a psychic all of my life. I became a witch about 25 years ago. And I read tarot and crystal balls. I'm also a Reiki master, energetic healer. Excuse me. I enjoy reading my crystal ball. I'm one of the few people in the Portland area that actively use a crystal ball for divination. Um, you can find me at my website, sarenwitchery.com, or you can come and see me for a reading, and I charge $1 a minute, and I have a 15-minute minimum. And I'm willing to answer any and all questions that you may have regarding using a crystal ball or tarot or anything else. I am giving a small talk at 6:15 regarding how to use a crystal ball to help you with your divination. I'm sorry it's not a complete minute. I try and keep it real short and sweet so I don't talk on and on. So thank you, and I hope to see you in my room at 6:15.
That's great. Thanks so much, Anya. All right, let's see. Is Amanda M here? Amanda M might not be here yet. All right, we're going to skip her right now. And then if you're here, let me know. Amanda R, and then Amber, and then Danielle. So Amanda, and I need to go find your rune camera, probably to put up on the screen, right?
Oh, yeah. I see it right here. It's like the 11th square on my screen. But...
There we go. Spotlight. You got it.
Oh, there it is. Okay. My name's Amanda Root. I am a coyote intuitive, a rune caster, and an artist. And I actually have a background in music therapy, and I've been doing intuitive and artistic and creative things forever. Let's see. This is a magical rune wheel, which is what I've been using lately for divination. Let me get it in the center.
Move it to the right a little bit.
Where is this? That way?
Right. Move it down. Put it down on the table so it's further away. Great. And pull it to you just slightly. Pull it to you slightly. Great. A little bit more to you, closer to you. Yep. Go ahead.
Share. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's okay. Wait, this is going to be better because that is so confusing because it's like a weird left-right conundrum. Okay. There we go. Okay. Is that better?
It's upside down for us, but go ahead.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead and share.
Okay. Sorry. So this is what I'm working with lately. I draw the runes out during the session, which could be for a group or individual, and then I color it in. And the way I draw it, like the timing of when I do things and how things work together, there's so many different ways in which I put things together in a reading. It's hard to really explain all of it, but anyway, you kind of have to see it happen. So if you come to my talk, I will be doing one of these for the group. And I feel like if you see it happen, it makes more sense. I'm also doing individual ones with the magic sacred geometry overlaid on top of it.
Move that to your right. Move that. Yeah, thank you.
Apparently I need a compass. Okay, here we go. And if you can kind of see it, that's overlaid on top. And this is something new that I'm doing as of yesterday. So who knows?
Could you show people just briefly what runes are? The things that they might have seen before?
Yes. Runes are the Viking, Norse, ancient Germanic divination system. For instance, oh gosh, yes, I've been working with this one a lot lately. It's algaes, and it has to do with protection. It can mean hidden danger for people, but if you're really working with the spiritual things, it's usually a positive thing of connecting with the spiritual energies and being protected. So it kind of depends on where you're at, what this is going to mean. But I think for most of us here, it's going to be a good one.
And I know everyone, we're having Amanda take an extra time here. But so there are a couple questions, and I'm going to mispronounce this. It said, is Fehu being first rune of the Futhark positioned at 12 o'clock, etc.? There's some questions in the chat. If they're easy answers, go ahead. Or
Fehu's right here. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, and then it says 3.
Oh no, that's okay. At 12 o'clock would be Ansu's. That's voice. So that's not Fehu, that's Fehu. Okay, what's the next question?
So everyone, if you want to learn more, go to Amanda Root's room and she will share. Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, there might be some questions in the chat for you to answer.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Great. All right, let me unpin your, there we go. And let's see, so we've got Amber, if you've got your computer working. I know you're having some challenges with your computer. So if Amber's here and ready, go ahead.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
So that's where the microphone is in my webcam. So why it's working, but the camera's not working.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. Go ahead and share about your work right now. And then it looks like your camera's not connected at all. So you're probably going to leave and come back in and we'll see if we can get it connected. But go ahead and just share about your work at the moment.
Sure. My name's Amber. I'm a medium. I connect with spirit guides and your guides and can deliver healing messages.
I'm going to say, do you connect with people that are no longer here, or can you say a little bit more? What questions do people typically come to you with?
Yeah. I connect with spirit guides, with my team of spirit guides, and then that's how I get my information. But yeah, that's what I do is people that have crossed over. Yes.
Okay, great. Well, we look forward to connecting with you more, Amber. Thank you so much. All right, we've got Danielle and then Donna and then Galactic Ashley. So Danielle.
Okay, hi, I'm Danielle Dvorak, and I help people release stress, anxiety, and move forward in their lives, seeking information, resolving issues. And I do this as an intuitive reader, working with the human body and energy field. Sometimes Akashic records and past lives come into it as well. I'm also a life coach, Reiki master teacher, Yoga Alliance certified yoga teacher, certified aromatherapist, the list goes on. I'll be giving a talk today at 5:45 on Discover Your Soul Contracts. And I'm offering fair specials on private sessions. A little bit more about me. My meditation practice started back in the 1970s when I was in college and continues today. I've completed a Buddhist pilgrimage through Tibet and Nepal, and also a Roman Catholic pilgrimage through France. However, having grown up in a very dysfunctional family, I consider that the most important pilgrimage of all. And it's what spurred me on to seek as much love and light as possible, which is really what I want to be doing for other people in my service, helping them find more light and love in their lives.
Thank you so much, Danielle. All right, we've got Donna, then Galactic Ashley, and then Jenna.
Hi, everybody. My name is Donna Sauer. I'm an animal communicator, and also I do healing energy work with animals. I also talk to animals that have crossed over. Tonight, I'm giving a talk at 6:30 on mediumship and your pet, kind of finding out if they have any messages, what their divine purpose was in being with you in this lifetime. And so I hope to see you. I take many donations in my breakout room for mini readings, and my fee for a full reading outside of the fair is $40. So hope to see some of you tonight, and look forward to hope you all have a good evening.
Thanks, Donna. All right, we've got Galactic Ashley, then Jenna, and then Julie if she's here, and then it would be me. So Galactic Ashley.
Okay. Hi, I am Galactic Ashley. I channel divine guidance for star seeds, connecting them to their star families and galactic lineages. I use light language frequencies and work with your cosmic connections to facilitate high frequency healing transmissions and encoded activations. So this evening at 5:45, I am offering a free light language experience, and we will be channeling the Dragon Consciousness and the Arcturians. And at 7 o'clock, there will be an hour ascension talk with the Crystal Skulls. And then if you want to come into my breakout room and we can talk about the Galactic Guided Intensive called Remembering Through Art and Creativity, which is a 10-week program that starts on January 11th. Now would be a good time to talk about that. And then I also have gift cards for sale on my website, where you can pay $50 and get a $100 gift card that you can use towards any of my star sessions. And then also in January, I'm starting a midnight special where you can schedule a star session for half off between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m. So welcome all, and get your galactic groove on.
Thanks so much, Galactic Ashley. All right, we've got Jenna, and then Julie if she's here, then me, and then Missy. And other practitioners, just know we're all going in order and we will get there soon. All right.
Hi, I'm Jenna Lynn Roberts with Present Path Tarot, and I offer empathic, intuitive, and compassionate readings that have a lot of humor and down-to-earth directness in them. I love reading and I love teaching reading, and I'm offering a class called the Art of Tarot Reading online on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. starting January 12th through January 28th. I'm also offering a class about how to develop your own clairvoyant skills. I'm a teacher by trade, and so I love developing classes that really involve you getting involved, you participating, and being very active as students. It's a lot of fun. I also tonight am offering a lesson in court card cures, like how we can self-care through the court cards at 6:15. And I'll be in my room talking tarot all night. So come to Empathic Tarot with Jenna Roberts. Come check out my room and let's just talk tarot. It's one of my favorite subjects. So thanks for joining. And I'm also offering readings tonight for $20 for 15 minutes.
Great, thank you so much. It looks like Julie's not here yet, so I'll go ahead and share. Let's see. So I'm Lorelei Shamayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader. I believe that we all read eyes all the time. And you can get a sense of that if you imagine when you've met someone with dark sunglasses and you can't see their eyes. There's so much missing. And as soon as you see their eyes, there's so much here. So eyes are a window to the soul. They're also the window to our soulmates. So through your eyes, I'm able to describe your soul so that you better understand your life purpose and can make choices that are in support of living out your purpose. It might be your career path. It might be how you work in your own business. What things do you do? What things do you hire out? What firm is good to work for if you're working for an employer, right? So where do they see you and value you? Where are they more conscious? If you're in romantic relationship with someone, how could you even have more synergy with your partner? How could you love and appreciate them more and have them love and appreciate you? How could you empower your kids? And if you're single, who have you been dating? Which eyes have you been choosing? We usually choose the same types of eyes over and over, and that's why the same problems happen over and over. So you can change your pattern and see new eyes and connect with people that are your soulmates. So chat with me, Lorelei Shamayo, intuitiveeyereadings.com. And my pricing is $25 for 10 minutes, $45 for 20 minutes, $60 for 30 minutes, $90 for an hour. And I am giving a couple of talks tonight on my eye readings and then also on reading cards. Thanks so much. All right. And who do we have next? We have, sorry, I'm not giving you all more notice of what's coming. We've got Missy and then Shaynur and then Sandy. All right, Missy, are you all set to go next?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Missy, or Northern Sparrow. My mission in life is to increase compassion and intuition. I do this through working with companies, but my heart is really in the individual. I help individuals to discover deeper levels of being, develop their intuition, and bring about a life that's full of abundance and happiness and purpose. I incorporate energy work, metaphysics, visualization, and ritual, which is based in Buddhist traditions, witchcraft, universal laws, and the power of art. Also trusting in the guidance of nature, color, and sacred geometry to create a perfect path for you. The sunshine moment is it's something that's very dear to me. I've spent many years working in computer science on the left side of my brain and found release and going out on my own. And I want to help others to achieve their own purpose as well. This evening, I'll be offering $15 for 20 minutes on my one-on-one sessions. At 6 p.m., I'll be doing a manifestation through positive mindset workshop and short meditation. And all day or all evening in my break room, I'd love to just chat with you about reconnecting with the source, about your practice, and how we can increase compassion in the world. Thanks.
Isn't this just a great group of people? It's just so amazing being the field of all of us. I love this. All right, we've got Shaynur, then Sandy, then Shelley J. Miller. And then just so you know the order of everyone, Susan Watkins, if she's here, and Susie. All right, so Shaynur, you're next.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Shaynur. My business is 2B Hypnosis. You can find me at the number 2, letter B, hypnosis.com. I'm a master hypnotist, a certified nutritional consultant, and I do Akashic record readings. At the fair tonight, I will be offering Akashic record readings, and at 5:30 Pacific time, I'm giving a talk on Akashic records, using them for new beginnings and hope for the future. Akashic records are a wonderful way for you to connect with you, your journey, and what might be coming to you. So I look forward to seeing you in my room, talking a little more about it and discussing how it will help you in your journey. I'm glad to be part of this fair, and I look forward to seeing all of you, and come and ask as many questions, come listen to the talk, and let's engage and see where we can go from there. Thank you.
Shaynor, thank you so much. All right, we've got Sandy, then Shelley, then Susan, and then Susie. So Sandy.
Hi, my name is Sandy, as Lorelai said. And what I do is I channel the divine through my right ear. And my goal is to get you in a place where you're knowing that you are pure love, because life gets in the way and we tend to forget that, and which results in self-love, self-compassion, and gentleness with you. And I also walk with you to resolve big issues in your life. And I also do Reiki. I do guided meditations that are designed specifically for you, depending upon what's happening in your life, and for you to connect to source in a very deep way, so you truly know that your authentic being is love, and to reconnect with that reality again, because we tend to forget it as we walk through life. Today I'm doing a talk twice, and it's not a talk, it's a guided meditation where you'll be able to get to know your guides, speak to your guides, and then time to process what you experienced. I am doing private sessions, and if you want to know more about where you want to go, where you want to be, and how you can break those roadblocks that are getting in the way of you wanting to be where you are. So again, my talk, and I'm doing private sessions, and those in those private sessions, we go deeper into what's happening in your life and where you want to go. So come join me, and I love to meet you.
Thanks so much, Sandy. All right, now we've got Shelley, Susan, and then Susie. Shelley.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Shelley J. Miller. I'm a psychic, a medium. I read the Akashic records, which is past life information, and I'm a spiritual life coach. I've had my spiritual gifts since birth. I've been reading and coaching professionally for 30 years. I read at the mastery level, so you're able to come and get guidance from me on any subject or issue: personal relationships, business, career, relocation, anything at all. As a medium, I bring you evidential and validating information, but also I'm able to give you interactive conversations, so you can ask detailed questions of your loved ones and your spirit guides, and I can hear their answers. I'm also a master at finding where you are blocked and turning those issues around to move forward in a positive direction towards your spiritual growth. I have all 5-star reviews on Google and Yelp if you want to do that. I'm reading today in personal sessions, 15 and 30 minutes at a greatly reduced price. I'm doing a talk tonight. I don't know what time it is, but I will put it in the chat when I find out. And it's on learning how to tune into your intuition for daily guidance and also spiritual awakening. So please come and join me. I can help you on many, many levels, and I'm also a spiritual life coach. So I will put my information in the chat. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Shelley. All right, we've got Susie next, I think. Susan's not here yet. Go ahead, Susie.
Okay. Hi, I'm Susie Parker Goins with Blue Lightning Healing. I'm a full body channel, so divine comes through me, kind of shifts me around a little bit so you can have a conversation, not being lectured at, but a conversation. I'm an energy healer, so I can scan your body and find out blockages, see what it's attached to. I love looking at past life issues and helping you resolve those. So I'm a guide. I have all kinds of tools I can teach you and let you take with you to move on. You can find me at bluelightninghealing.com. I also have a podcast called Blue Lightning Healing Meditations on 10 different platforms: Google, Amazon, Spotify. I even have a YouTube channel. Let's see. So for the fair, I've got special pricing, $75 for an hour, $45 for half an hour. That's like 40% off. The fee goes up on January 1st. And today it's 5:30. I have a talk about energy cords. What are they and what you can do about them? My email, if you want to contact me that way, is susiepgoins@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to having another fabulous event. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks so much. Let's see if any other practitioners have appeared or if Amber's got her camera back on. I think Amber's still doing some tech issues. All right, great. Well, let's see. So it is time. Well, let me say something about the talks that we have coming up so you know what's coming here. I'm just to speak them. So they don't start until 5:15. So what you want to be thinking about now too is which practitioners do you want to connect with? And do you have a question for our intuitive panel? If you have a question for the intuitive panel, just let us know in the chat. This is free. We're going to be doing that in just a moment. And we prioritize people that have not asked questions in our panels before. So if it's your first time, this is a great opportunity to get in. Do keep in mind that this is all being recorded and it will be put up on the web. So just know it's public. If you want to get a sample of answers to your questions from a few practitioners, this is a great opportunity. So the talks we have coming up, at 5:15, we have Connecting with Your Guides, a guided meditation. And we also have Do You Need to Detox Your Body? At 5:30, we have Energy Cores, Identifying and Cutting. We also have Akashic Records for Hope and New Beginnings. And at 5:30, we also have Find Your Spirit Guide or Life Path Number. And this is all written down. This is on the website, jointhefair.com. We've got a breakout room here that has the fair schedule posted. So you don't have to remember this. And Anissa is posting it in the chat too. And then at 5:45, we've got Light Language Healing and Channeled Messages and Discover Your Soul Contracts. At 6 o'clock, we have Manifestation Through Positive Mindset and Group Art Reading. Then at 6:15, and this is all Pacific time, we have How to Use Crystal Ball of Stones for Scrying and self-care tips from the court cards. And then at 6:30, we have mediumship readings with your crossed over pets. Tune into your intuition for daily guidance and spiritual awakening. At 6:45, we have Connecting with Your Guides, a guided meditation. And we have intuitive readings with O cards. I'll be doing that. And then at 7, we've got New Moon Intention Ritual and Sound Bath. And we've got Ascension Talks with the Crystal Skull Council. And then we'll also have samples of intuitive eye readings later at 7:30. Just to give you an idea, there's so much happening. All right. And let's see. So we're going to go to our intuitive panel right now. So let me see if anyone has asked a question already. I don't think so. So, okay, let's see. So Kimberly has a question. And so many people have the same first name. You might have asked a question before, but if no one else is jumping in, even if you've asked a question before, you're going to be first. Anyone else? And Kimberly, if you've not done this before, let us know because maybe it's your first time. All right, great. Well, let's go with Kimberly's question. All right. So Kimberly, did you want to unmute and share? Your question is about moving forward. So you're stuck and unsure which way to go. You'd love some guidance from whoever wants to jump in. And yeah, so Kimberly, where are you? Did you want to put yourself on screen? Go for it.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Let me go.
Can you hear me?
Make it speaker view again. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, that's just a picture. I can't figure out how to, I screwed the camera up on my Zoom and so that's just a picture. Sorry.
Okay, well, yeah, so at least we can see your photo. Okay, great. Did you want to say anything else about your question?
No, I just, I'm just feeling like I'm not really sure which way to go. I am finishing right now, kind of toward the tail end of grieving. My husband died a few years ago. And so I'm finishing that and kind of getting through all of the hard stuff. And now I'm on the other side and I feel like I don't know what to do. I mean, you know, I don't know which way to go, job-wise, you know, career-wise, and just generally, I just feel stuck. And I feel like there might be some blockages energetically. I was getting ready to finish the 3rd class of my Reiki master, and then COVID hit. So during COVID, I've been working at home on my Reiki, and I feel like there's an energetic block, and I don't know. So
Yeah. All right, great. Well, so practitioners, so let's see. So in practitioners, let's go really quickly and try to get in several questions. So practitioners, if you can raise your hand in the software, that's the best thing, and I'll know who wants to answer. And maybe I'll just give a quick answer while people are raising their hands. So in your eyes, it looks like that you do connect with energy really well. You're very sensitive. You pick up a lot in your environment. So doing Reiki seems like a great way to go. My sense is that connection with people is really important to you also. Deep one-on-one connection. You have a big heart. Does that make sense?
yes.
So you might still be grieving some of the changes that have happened. I know I'm multitasking, but I think you said your husband passed. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so part of it you might still be grieving. So part of it too is my guess is that you have trouble making decisions in general. Like there's so many different options and it's hard to choose.
Yeah, I mean, I normally don't have problem making a decision. But yes, now I don't know which way to go. And yes, I'm having a hard time with that.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm going to pass this stone on in just a moment, the talking stone. I think noticing where you feel the most pleasure, this is like a time to be really self-focused and self-centered in some way, because it will lead you towards your real path. So pay attention to what you really want to do. So if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Okay, I'm going to pass the torch on. So Jenna's in line, and then Missy, and then Susie. So Jenna, go ahead.
Hi there. So the first thing I'm seeing is that part of the thing with your husband passing is that you really became very strong as like a warrior spirit, and you just had this very intense like guardian up. And that's something that needs to soften now. And the way you can soften it is by doing some work around nostalgia, around kind of like making a scrapbook of the past, or something that really feels like a certain level of closure, and a softening of the heart, I think, is an important phase to step into now. I also see that when you were talking about energy blocks, I was surprised because I pulled 3 cards being like, but where's the block? But where's the block? I don't think there's really a block. I think that you are a Queen of Wands who is so used to just being so powerful and so good at just moving so swiftly forward that now you're worrying about the block that really you can overcome much easier if you stop believing in the block and start focusing on the positive thinking and focus on just dropping your energy into anything. It doesn't really matter what it is, because you are a magician. You have this amazing like Aries-like ability to just make things happen. So it's wise of you to just pick one thing, go, trust, play, and allow yourself to do some healing. If I kept pulling like, what can she do to focus on? And I got the Justice card. So maybe something where you're helping others or where you're causing more balance in the world could be the first thing to drop your energy into. Doesn't matter what it is, just do something to feel that energy block release.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so Missy and Susie, go ahead.
Great. Kimberly, thanks for sharing. I know it's tough to kind of be bombarded when you're coming on the other side of grief. What's so crazy, Jenna, is I do a little bit of tarot, definitely not at your level, but I pulled the Queen of Wands also as I was thinking of her. And Kimberly, also the King of Pentacles. A lot of investment has been made into the relationship with your husband, and now this power and this energy has been released. And as you know, in studying Reiki, that it needs to be rebalanced. And I think there is this softening that's happening. And the last card that I drew was this one, which is also the Wands. So there's some action there for you to gather your tools together and just find a new sandbox. And that's kind of where you're at. And there's a little bit of fear there because it is new and unknown. But you already have the skills and the talent that you need to first, I think, beginning with inside. The softening has to begin from within inside, reconnecting with yourself, doing some Reiki healing on yourself, on that child that's been injured by the loss of a loved one, and just being kind with yourself and taking your time and following your intuition. You have the tools you need. You have the power and the action to do it. The fire is there. It's just time to rekindle it now.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Great. Susie, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Kimberly, I'm giggling because we're all pulling cards. It's not necessarily.
Well, I just pulled out my tarot card deck too. So now that all this, I'm looking for the Queen of Wands because okay.
Okay, well, after I talk to you about mine, the last one is, so the first card I pulled was Dawn, it's new beginnings. First, I want to talk to the grief. You said it's almost done. To be honest, with my personal experience with grief is that it's going to ebb and flow.
Yeah.
And so don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed if it happens again. It's part of the process to help you go through. You do see that it's not so bad and that you have an opportunity to start over again. So looking at all the options you have in front of you can be intimidating, but as you go, you're going to be able to sense those things as like, well, you know, I always kind of wanted to do that, and go with it. Follow the energy and just flow with it. More than anything, the guides are saying, don't judge yourself for not being brilliant or getting tired or not being, you know, mastering something right off the bat. Life is a learning process. You're always going to be learning. The next card I pulled was tsunami, or a wake-up call. This is you waking yourself up to understand, yeah, okay, now I can move forward. And this is my Queen of Wands, is dance or celebration. Celebrate your life, celebrate the life you had with your husband. And this is your opportunity to look forward to new and exciting things. You know, take a chance. Go find something that you've never done before and do it and enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Thanks so much, Kimberly M, for getting us started. All right, so in line, we've got Kara and then Judith, Janelle, Michelle Marie, Angie, and then Kimberly P. And I don't know that we'll get to everyone, and we'll go quickly and see what we can do. All right, Kara, did you want to jump in? You wrote that you'd like clarity on the next chapter of your life. You want to know if you're on the right path towards that. By the way, I didn't say this. Let me just say really quickly, when we answer your questions, so one, keep in mind that we're recording and this is going to be published on the web. If you ask about this and we go deeper about this than you want us to talk about, or we start talking about another area that you don't want us to talk about, please let us know. We are here to honor you. So let us, unmute and tell us, wave your hands, right in the chat, whatever it is. And then thank you so everyone for allowing the attention to stay up here on the panel. We appreciate that deeply. If something comes through for you, because we believe you're all intuitive, we all are, you might want to write it down. And then if you want, when the person is done getting their question answered, you might write them privately in chat and ask if they'd like to hear what came through for you. And please honor whatever they say, they may be full. And then also, this is a great opportunity for everyone to learn from everything that's asked and everything that's answered. And also it's a great opportunity to connect with your intuition and practice and grow your intuition. Because as we answer questions, you can check out what came through for you and do we see this also? And you may see something that's even unique and different and still valid. And it's just an opportunity to check in your resonance with other people. All right, so let's see. So Kara, did you want to jump in and say anything about your question?
I've basically gone through a pretty contemplating period for the last couple of years, and I feel like I'm kind of breaking through right now. So, and I'm just like basically what I asked, with more clarity, and if the direction that I'm kind of going in right now is the right path.
Okay, great. So practitioners, who wants to jump in? And if you can raise your hand with the, right, in the Zoom, that would be great. And I'm just going to throw a wall. No one's raised their hands yet. So my sense is that you love learning. You're always absorbing information. So you probably still are wanting to learn, but you really want to be teaching what you know, and help educate and grow other people. And you probably hold yourself to a high standard, so that you're a higher standard and you're harder on yourself than other people. So a big lesson here is to appreciate yourself, hold yourself to the same standard as other people, and like you trust and know that everyone's doing the best they can. So really holding that for you too. So if you're looking at going in a direction where you're using the learning that you already have in particular and continuing to learn more, letting yourself jump in and learn in the middle of it and doing something that you believe in to make a positive impact on the world, then you're heading in the right direction. That makes sense? So the two talents I see in your eyes are called scholar and priest or priestess. So that's what I was speaking to. No hands are raised. Who's going to raise a hand? Practitioners, who's going to go? Maybe has Anissa, have we made them co-hosts and they can't raise their hands? No. Okay, great. Galactic Ashley, jump in.
So first, I lost your face. There's your face. The what I heard in your question was, am I on the right path? Right? That's what you said. So what I'm getting, and this is really for everyone, and also the hardest thing for all of us to remember, is that the path is always the right path. And I know that's probably really annoying to hear, but it's almost like the path is created underneath us with every step that we take. And so what we tend to do is we start looking at things in terms of polarities, if what I have done is right or what is wrong. And really, when we're able to meet every challenge or every experience that we've had, and whether or not we've been or perceive ourselves to be a victim in that scenario, and we can all think of a lot of scenarios where like a child is literally a victim, but when we are able to go beyond that and begin to perceive these life challenges as really doorways for us to access our divine blueprint, is when we become empowered by the choices that we make and see and understand that our ability to decide and to make choices from an empowered place is really what matters. So it's the energy behind the decision that's more important than the decision itself. If that makes sense. So the answer is yes, of course you are on the right path. And every step that you take is the absolute right and correct step. But that's never what we want to hear. Right? But when we connect to our guides and our beings, they usually help us become and feel more empowered when we make these choices and decisions, and to trust that our journey is unique to our soul and the way that we are all individually wired very differently. So I'm getting a suggestion for you to find a group or where you can study with a group of people, whether it's like a weekend class, or if you find someone in here that resonates with you and they're teaching a course, to sort of surround yourself with other people that are looking at their past and looking at their future and deciding what they're going to do in the moment, so that you have other people to share with, because I feel that that would be very beneficial. And luckily everything's online. So we can be in groups and you're not limited to your physical location, which sometimes can be very limiting with the people that are there. So there is a benefit to all this COVID stuff where things have gone online, which helps people that don't live in Portland or San Francisco or New York. And maybe not everybody's walking around like a weirdo. And so you can go fly your freak flag with a whole bunch of other people that are also flying their freak flags too. So I feel like that would be really beneficial.
Great, thanks, Galactic Ashley. Let's see. So I know we've got Susie and Shelley in line. There was someone else that was in line that just vanished, but so let's just go ahead and have Susie next, and then we'll figure out what happened.
Hey, Kara. So the first thing I heard was to trust, and then Galactic Ashley said that. So that feels to me. So trust that you are on a path that's going to help you improve. I think that feels like to me you kind of want to jump to the end of the story. You know, are you one of those who reads the answer to the mystery? I lost your face. Where's your face? Okay. Oh, there you are, darling. Hello. So, the path is for you to choose, and it doesn't feel like you're comfortable with that whole, oh my gosh, where we're going to go. You do need some reassurance. You have spirit guides there that all you need to do is ask them and say, give me a sign, and you get to determine what that sign is. So if you say, give me feathers. Well, look everywhere for the feathers. Ask your guides to lead you along. That's what they do. They lead you, they guide you. They're not going to do it for you because that takes the fun away from you. So just ask your guides for the help and trust what you hear. Yeah, that's what I got.
Great, thank you. All right, and then Amanda is the one that was in line. So Amanda, I'd love it if you could go next, and I've got to go find your runes to put at the top. Where'd they go? I can't find, is your camera on? I can't find your rune camera.
It says it's like the 11th picture on the.
Okay, let me make a gallery view and see if I can find it. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, spotlight, you're on. Go ahead.
Okay. Is it the up? Is it the right way up, right, or no?
It's upside down for us, but just do it in a way that works for you and we can figure it out.
Okay, let's do that because I don't think I can read it upside down. Okay. A minute. Oh, look at me mastering technology. All right, here we go. Okay. I have that the question was so long ago, I literally don't even have any idea.
Sure.
What you,
So the question is, let's see, clarity on next chapter of her life. Is she on the right path?
okay. Oh, right. Yes. And Galactic Ashley said, of course you're on the right path because we're always on the right path, right? Even when we hate where we are, it's unfortunately still the right place. I see something. The first thing I drew was a black square around Fehu, and that has to do with wealth, self-worth, and value. So I feel like there's probably something really stressful happening in your life, money related, and it's kind of messing with you. And you're feeling like there's no way to fix it. I saw 6 flower petals around Ansu's, which is voice, and Odin. It is an energy about teaching and learning. And so I know that you are in a happy place when you're authentically communicating. Definitely. That's like a where to go for things to go better. Okay, let me keep moving. I saw something to do with endurance versus dissatisfaction. So something to do with you've been sometimes like when you have to endure something, it just gets really old. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. I saw another something to do with Tiwaz, which has to do with the spiritual warrior. And this has to do with the rune of sacrifice. So it has to do with at a certain point, okay, but this is making me think for you that at a certain point, like that's great and you can sacrifice for people or in sacrifice in general, but it's just like it gets hard. I think that this is the divine feminine rune of the lake, and I have a lot of red around here, so I feel like there's something that really needs to happen healing wise around divine feminine, and I think that's where your block would be, because or where a place for healing would be in your root chakra, because this will also help the money situation, and it will also help you feel less dissatisfied and stuck. And I think doing something creative or meditative would be really good for you. Okay.
All right, great. Thank you. And let's see. So we'll have Shelly and then we'll have Sandy. So Shelly, go ahead. And I gotta turn off the spotlight. All right.
Okay.
Shelley.
And her name is?
It's Kara, Kara, K-A-R-A.
Yeah, okay. As I've been listening to this whole thing, I think everybody is pretty spot on. I saw you with your hand like this lying down on a desk, and that means there's a level of exhaustion about what's been going on, like it's gone on for so long that it's you're tired of it. And somebody just said that. And then I saw you with a big ball of yarn, and that's my psychic symbol for when we need to look within and find what our creativity is, what our joy is to share. Doesn't have to be something that is attached to money. I feel like what you need to do is get rolling energetically. So you need to find something, even if it's around the holidays or sharing or getting involved with volunteering, even on a small level. Know that what you're trying to do is move forward energetically. So you want to get more into alignment with the flow. So then I saw you with fuzzy socks on, and that indicates an emotional thing where you've gone through something that's emotional. It's been difficult for you. So I feel like this is about spiritual practice. I'm giving a talk today on the intuition, but others have said, and I agree with it, that if you can get into alignment with giving Holy Spirit the lead every day in your life, ask Spirit to lead you, and then feel in your body or psychically what you get. Feel what the idea is that comes into your head to do just the very next thing in front of you. If you are willing and you ask your guides, they will lead you out of where you are. I feel like I'm seeing coins being laid out. And I feel like if you will come into alignment and the flow and let go of the past, because I feel like you've had some sorrow over it, some victimhood a little bit, like, why is this happening to me? If you will move forward, I see money being laid down on your path. I think once you get rolling, you're going to find somebody's going to pick you you up because there's going to be a new spark in your life. I do see you working for a gentleman. I think it's a small company, and I feel like there's going to be some level of creativity, and you're going to say, "Oh my gosh, somebody finally sees me," because you've seen yourself. So I'll leave it short because I know we've got limited time, but kiddo, it's just about alignment. So. And I think you've gotten good guidance here. And I'm just going to add to that. I just think that lots of good things are coming. Get yourself in the flow.
Thanks, Shelley. All right, Sandy, go ahead.
Hi, Kara. What I'm getting is that there is some communication in your body, whether it's a tightness in your above your belly button or a tightness in your heart. And those are indications that what you are thinking about could be not so much the right path. But when your heart expands, when you're thinking of what you want to do, that leads you to more of your passion. So your body is always communicating with you, and I want to encourage you to listen to that.
All right, great, Sandy. Thanks so much. Kara, again, if I'm pronouncing your name right, anything brief you want to share about that, or that's all?
Well, I would say thank you to all of you, and that was all very good.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much for your question. All right, and Judith asked a question, and you're actually going to be next. Are the private sessions recorded? They, in general, they're not. We're going to be making all the practitioners co-hosts. So if you want them to record it for you, or you want to record it, you know, we can sort out doing that. But in general, they're not. Just this portion is recorded and published on the web.
Okay.
All right. So Judith, did you want to ask your question
So
here?
so Judith, silent J.
Oh, Judith. Okay,
So I just moved from Massachusetts to Washington 5 months ago to create my own healing center. And with COVID, everything has been kind of, you know, put on hold. And I really don't know anyone out here yet. So I'm very interested in meeting like-minded people. But with that said, rather than going straight into my healing center, I know that I will be looking for more of a weekly paid paycheck, in some way serving the community. And I have so many ideas, and Spirit is moving me in try this, try that. And I just feel like I'm getting so much information. It's not clear to me yet. So I would love to be able to hear what everyone says in terms of guidance. I'm also a Reiki master and a certified medical hypnotherapist and spiritual life coach as well. But I really appreciate the input that you are receiving.
Great. Did you want to say anything about what, because it sounds like you're wanting what I call a taxi job, right? The job to get you from here to where you want to go as you're building the other things.
Yeah, and something that's going to pay the bills in the meantime.
Right. And then do you want to say anything about what you've done before? Because
well, my paid work was working with autistic children and individuals with special needs. I don't really necessarily want to involve myself with that right now. I want to, community comes to mind right now, possibly children, community children, something along those lines. Cancer has popped up. I work with cancer, people with individuals with cancer once in a while. So I just have all these, I have a lot of like little blips that come in, but.
Does it feel like this is a short-term step? Like it wouldn't be more than a year, or you're anticipating?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just, to me, just in your eyes, from what I see from here, you have.
Should I take my glasses off?
No, it's fine. It's right. You have a lot of capacity to do something like be an executive, just an executive assistant or something, like some high-level person that needs a consultant to help them run things. You seem like
I also have my master's in public health administration, so that would make sense.
So that would be, so it seems like something like that, like organizing a medical office, running a medical office or something like that. So that way so in whatever way, right, in terms of safety or some sort of like spa type, it's just, but you bring a lot of like, I just anticipate that you bring a lot of complex experience, like really rich experience where you can hold something that's complex for people. So that's what I'm just imagining, and hold all the pieces and make things run well. And I've got a couple practitioners in the line. We've got, let's see, both of you have answered questions before. So just any practitioners, if you haven't said anything on the panel yet and you want to jump in, now's your chance. I just want to give you an opportunity. Or go ahead, then we've got Jenna and Shelley. So go ahead, Jenna.
So hi there. I
Hi.
think it'll be pretty quick because I pulled so many people cards. Court cards take longer to read, but the thing is, community is definitely the key. There is one court card that's stuck with your star card of being able to manifest what you need right now, and that's a Knight of Pentacles. So reaching out to some, I feel like you need to talk to a young person who can connect you into how to build community online right now because of the current situation we're in.
Absolutely.
And there's a young man who can help you do that, who you have a relation to already. So but there's a lot of other community sources also that you can tap into by reaching out to people who you love and already know, just to build a sense of security that you already have community. They're just spread out right now.
Yeah, I have the East Coast community at the moment.
And so
Yeah.
reaching out to them and communicating with them will help quell some of that need because of the current circumstances we're in. Also putting energy and love into your home right now and feeling like you're really nurturing yourself in your home is important. And also with all these decisions you need to make, you have the Hanged Man. So this is the card. I love this particular card. It's so beautiful. It's the story of Odin. And so our runes worker could talk to you more about him as well. But he is about surrendering into what is and just kind of like letting go of feeling that East Coast gotta go pressure and letting yourself just settle into the culture and the environment and the energetics of your new home.
Yes, thank you.
Great. So we've got Shelley and Galactic Ashley, and both of you just let's be quick, and then we're going to move into breakout rooms.
Okay,
Great.
I got something very similar to Lorelei. I feel like for business, I think what the last reading was about what you need to do to enrich your situation so that you're happier and more connected. But I think in terms of business for the short-term job, it feels like to me, medical community, but that you can do something that's I don't know if it's left or right brain, which is more analytical, that I agree with her that you could do something with bookkeeping or keeping people on track, a regular job kind of thing. You can keep a lot of balls in the air at the same time. You're very organized, you're very, very smart, and you're very quick study. So I feel like if you put a regular resume out there and then organize it in terms of what your skill sets are and really beef them up to like the executive kind of level, that somebody is going to snap you up in the short term. And there's probably even benefits around that too. I feel like it's going to be a regular job in the regular world that will beef you up, and then you can go to your more spiritual gifts.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, great. Galactic Ashley, jump in.
Okay, so really quickly, I'm not going to address the first part. There was a second part about a whole bunch of information coming in and things that you want to do but can't do right now, right?
She just moved.
I just moved here. I don't really know people yet. I'm
Okay.
slowly but surely meeting.
Okay, because I'm getting I don't know if you're trying to start a new business or there was some other idea going on and there's a whole bunch of information coming in, but what I'm getting is that there's been a changing of the guards with your guides and the beings that you've been connecting to, and to recognize that your energy field has gone through a shift, so you are now operating at a different frequency. So that means that the information that's coming in is coming in now, but it's also coming in with this emphasis of take action now, but it's not really now. It just feels like that. So it's about bringing it in, writing it down, integrating it, organizing it in a way, and then bringing it out into the world at an appropriate rate. And so to have, to reconnect with your higher self and your self, your human self, and to sort of organize these beings and like be the organizer of the new energy that is coming in, and to allow yourself to adjust to the new frequency that you are currently embodying, because a whole lot of different kinds of frequency energy is coming in. To know that you are operating in a different way than you previously have been, and to just take a deep breath, that it's going to be okay, and that you're going to just be functioning a little bit differently, and it doesn't have to happen tomorrow, even though it feels like that. But that doesn't mean wait an entire year, but just like write it down, because a whole lot of more ideas are coming in, but it will start to get more clear on how to actually co-create those in this in my reality, quote unquote reality.
Thank you.
All right, great. Any other practitioners? Anything you want to share with? And is it the J that's silent?
So it's like Y-O-U-D-E-E-T.
You did. Okay.
U-D.
Or
Yeah.
UD. UD? Okay, UD. Oh, Amanda wants to jump in. All right, Amanda, let me go find your rune camera.
You know, I didn't draw anything, but I have to just actually say that I moved to Washington from Massachusetts 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
There is nothing similar about the way people communicate in Washington.
No, you are so right.
So if you have any questions or need any advice, stop by my room.
Definitely. Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Amanda,
I'm
which
sorry.
Amanda are you?
Yeah, I'm Amanda.
Amanda
I wasn't supposed to say stop by my room. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. This is not for, it's fun. It's just a.
Okay.
Okay. So we only have one of the Amandas is with us today right now. So
okay.
We might need to, Amanda Root, we might need to put an R on your name on your so people know who you are. But yeah.
Okay.
Great. All right.
It's very different here. I did speak with a consultant and I said, is it all right if I tell people I do this and do that? And they said, you're in Washington. And that was really good to hear because it's just, I feel like I can finally come out of the closet, so to speak, from not hiding my gifts. It's much more conservative.
It's a nice mixture of like, in many ways, it's very liberal and it's also very practical. So like,
yeah,
it's great. All right, well, we are getting, well, let's see. So we did not
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, thank you so much, Udi. We didn't get to Janelle's question, Michelle Marie's question, Angie's question, or Kimberly's other question. So please, if you come back to our next fair, I think it's going to be on the, we have one on the 18th in the middle of the night, that's Australia time, and one on the 19th. If you come back for the intuitive panel, the 4 of you, particularly the 3 of you where we've never answered anything before, let us know that you asked and didn't get to the top of the list, and we will attempt to get you onto the top of the list next time. And if you didn't get an answer to your question, or you have more, or you have a new question, I encourage you to go see the practitioners in their breakout rooms. This is a great opportunity to get some samples from them and see how they work and maybe see who you want to do a session with. We're getting ready to split off into breakout rooms. We will be announcing the talks. 2 of the talks, maybe just 1 right now. Is Julie here? Anissa, Gio? I don't think Julie's here. So there may just be 1 talk starting here in 5 minutes. It's Connecting with Your Guides, a guided meditation with Sandy Lang. So that's going to be our first talk. And there's a list in the chat of all the different breakout rooms. They are currently numbered for ease. So the breakout rooms actually already exist. So everyone can start putting themselves in breakout rooms. Practitioners, you're going to want to head to your breakout rooms shortly. And if you find yourself still here in the main Zoom room and you don't know how to move, let us know and we will get you moved or help you see how to move yourself. So for the whole fair, this main room here, Anissa and Gio will be here answering questions and helping move people. Practitioners will be in their breakout rooms that are all listed with numbers. Let me go stare at all the numbered codes again. So they're numbered codes and it says what their name is and their modality, and then there's a set of private rooms. So you don't want to go to the private session rooms unless a practitioner tells you to go to a private session room with them. And there's also a room for tech help where we can move to with you and answer questions. And their schedule of all the talks and all the practitioners is also, there's a room you can go to and look at that. You can also go to the web at jointhefair.com. So thanks so much everyone for being here. And just for anyone that's watching this recording later, we have more events coming up at mewefairs.com. That's MEWEFAIRS.com. And yeah, so anyone that doesn't know how to move to a room, let us know and we will move you. Thank you, everyone. We look forward to seeing you over the next few hours with all of our different talks. Move around, sample. Anytime you want to move in a room, out of a room, it's totally up to you to just stay as long or as short as you want. We'll be announcing all the talks, so you will see the announcements on your screen. I think it comes through at the top of the screen. We'll let you know 5 minutes before a talk begins, and we'll let you know as the talks are beginning. So over the next 3 hours, you're welcome to move around as much as you want. All right, so thank you, everyone. It's great, everyone being here together. All right. Off to the breakout rooms we go. And yeah, so when you click on breakout rooms at the bottom of your screen, or if you can't see breakout rooms at all, yeah, just like some of you are starting to do, this is great. Arlene wants to go to breakout room 6. Let us know where you want to go and we will move you. You can put it in the chat, or it's quiet right now. You can just unmute and let us know where you want to go and we will move you. And maybe I'll put the next few talks, I'll put the next few here in the chat so you see what's coming over the next bit. My assistant doesn't get there first. There you go, you can see the talks that are coming. All right, yeah, Nissa is giving you invitations to various rooms. So thanks so much for being here, everyone. All right, I'm going to turn off the recording.